You know what question I get asked so often, and it's usually by my friends' children who are now adults and moving to New York City, is that how do rental commissions work in New York City? There's usually a commission when it comes to a rental, and the question is who pays it and when do they pay it? When you have a very strong rental market like we're in right now, the landlords are not incentivized to pay the commission, so it's usually put on the tenant to pay the commission. And that commission can range anywhere from 1 month's rent to a full 15% of the first year's lease amount. If you're going to look at apartments and you go into a building that's a big rental building that has a leasing office, there's a good chance that you can avoid paying a commission, but those happen to be some of the most expensive apartments in New York too. So it's really like the commission is already baked into that amount because they know that they don't have to reduce their rents because they are listing them and renting them without a commission. So right now in a very strong rental market, for instance, when we list a rental property and we do it for no fee, which is very rare, we get bombarded with people. It's really the exception right now. Whereas during the pandemic, when the market was awful because everybody was leaving New York and people that were own property in New York were also trying to rent their properties because they were living and working elsewhere remotely. So at that point in time, the landlords were universally paying the fee, and most of the apartments were no fee. So if you were trying to lease something, in order to be competitive, you had to be a no-fee rental. But right now, in a stronger rental market, it's very hard to avoid paying a fee. And then people will ask me, can I pay less of a fee if I don't work with my own tenant's agent? Probably you have a better chance of negotiating a lower fee if you go directly to the listing agent. But there's also a chance that you may end up paying the full fee anyway because that could be a competitive listing and there could be competitive offers with people that are willing to pay the full fee and they're going to win the apartment if everything else is equal and all the qualifications are the same. So what I say to prospective tenants that are looking for assistance with a rental or potentially looking or considering hiring a rental broker or engaging a rental broker, it's really a fee for service. If you're boots on the ground in New York City and you have time to run around and book the appointments and sift through a lot of really, really bogus listings that you might be finding online because there's a lot of that in New York, then that's great and you should do it and give it a shot. But you still may end up paying a fee. If you're not in New York or you don't want to take the time to do all the legwork, schedule appointments, sift through all the nonsense that the brokers know very well and can spot it a mile away, then maybe it's worth it to pay the fee, especially since there's a good chance that you're going to pay a fee anyway, especially in a strong rental market like this. So the question is, can I avoid a fee? You can under certain circumstances, but if you decide that you're not going to engage your own agent to help you find an apartment, you may find the apartment of your dreams that has a 15% fee attached to it, and that fee might not be negotiable. So you did all that legwork, and then you're still paying the fee anyway. Anyway, I hope that helps clear things up as it comes to the very complicated topic of rental broker fees in New York City.